Here's a quick walk around of a 1992 Yamaha fzr600 bobber. It's a hardtail. It's got a spring seat. Surprisingly, at 85, 90 miles an hour, this bike is not terrible. It's actually pretty comfortable to ride. I don't know about riding it to Sturgis from Colorado, but not bad to ride. So I'm going to do a cold start on it, and so I'll walk around it and you kind of see everything that's on it. I bought this bike this riding season, and I've been out on it quite a bit. This bike, when it was built a little over a year ago, I talked in detail with the builder. He's built another awesome chopper that I got to see too, and he did a lot of really good work on this bike, and it's a very safe, fun bike to ride. It does not have turn signals. It has running lights, high light, low beam, and high beam on the headlight. Got the running light and the brake light, no problem there. Front and back brakes are good, tires are good. Everything is good and functions on this bike perfectly, and it's a lot of fun to ride. It does have a foot clutch right here. That does take some getting used to, but once you get used to it, I just took this bike and I rode it in areas where there were no traffic and stuff until I got used to that clutch. Once you get used to that clutch, it's no big deal. And then it's got the shifter here. It does have a neutral light up here, which will stay green when you hit neutral, and it's first gear is this forward and then 5 gears back. And so I'll go ahead and do a cold start on it, and I haven't ridden this bike for 3 weeks ago. On a Wednesday bike night, I took it out, and it's been in the garage since. I have not started this bike in 3 weeks, so that way I can let you guys know. Okay, so there's the neutral light right there. And so over here, it's got the choke, which is right here. So I'm gonna set this down and go ahead and start it. It does have the RPM gauge right here, and it's in kilometers. Once you figure that out, it's pretty easy to figure out. And there's the neutral light right there. So this bike, and I've ridden it quite a bit since I've had it, and the fan doesn't kick on until it gets to about 185 degrees. And it almost never gets there, actually. You know, this all being open right here, the air seems to cool it pretty good. But it does have the radiator there with the fan, and the fan does kick on if it gets to that temperature. Super fun bike to ride. Now this bike does not have an odometer on it. It does not have an odometer on it, but when this bike was built, it had 26,724 miles on it, and I'll bet at this point it might have just under 30,000 miles on it. So here's a little closer walk around of this bike. So and it's just a fun, pretty snappy, pretty fast little bike. And again, once you get used to it, it's a lot of fun. I hate to let it go, but you know, I have a one-car garage, and once winter comes, you know, I'll be putting my vehicle in the garage. So, and I do have another bike as well, and so this one, I thought I would keep it for a few riding seasons. And everywhere I go, it's interesting. I'll park this at the bike night, and I've seen everyone that walks by it stops and walks around it and looks at it. I've seen people take pictures of it, so I just thought that was kind of cool. Of all the bikes around and stuff, this is the one that people look at. So it's again, super fun bike, and there it is.